Hello everyone, especially to our subject teacher, Ma'am Pavrova, and this time I will continue our report in Module 2, 21st Century Skills Categories. By the way, this is Aldrin C. Alandria, your reporter in this topic about information media and technology skills. Information, media, and technology. People in the 21st century live in a technology and media-saturated environment marked by the following. 1. Access to the abundance of information. 2. Rapid change and technology tools. And 3. The ability to collaborate and make individual contribution on an unprecedented scale.
Access to an abundance of information. We are living in a world of information abundance, surplus, and access. The result is synergy whereby the human mind plus our current technologies far exceed the sum of these individual parts. We have technologies to access any type of information and to create products that match the pictures and voices in our minds. And we can use technology to get assistance and feedback about our creations from folks around the globe. One of the critical conceptual parts about teaching online is adjusting the idea that your students already have access to all of the precious information you were planning to give them in class. For the purposes of mere humans, the information available on the internet is limitless. There is more information, good or bad, on any subject that you will ever be able to read. There is an abundance, if you will. Our classrooms typically create a cone of artificial scarcity. We remove the abundance by telling students not to use their laptops and phones in classes. That allows us to be in charge of what information they get access to, often for good reason. And when the students are learning online, that artificial scarcity disappears. If you ask a yes or no question, your students can easily Google the answer. If you've asked what may be a complicated questions but has an answer that is fairly recognized in your discipline, your students are going to Google the answer. As they should, those of us with access to the internet through literacy, technological and financial means can reach out for any piece of information we need by simply searching for it. Our learning experiences need to reflect that, and we need to help students develop the ability to sort through that information in a meaningful way. We need to use that abundance to our advantage. Next is rapid change in technology tools. Rapid technological change involves, among others, technologies like big data, the Internet of Things, machine learning, artificial intelligence, robotics, 3D printing, biotechnology, nanotechnology, renewable energy technologies, and satellite and drone technologies. At the same time, rapid technological change poses new challenges for policymaking. It can outpace the capacity of governments and society to adapt to the changes that new technologies bring about, as they can affect labor markets, perpetuate inequalities, and raise ethical questions.
The next is information literacy. It refers to accessing and evaluating information critically and cognitively, and managing the flow of information from the wide variety of sources. Otherwise, information literacy is the ability to accurate one's information need, the ability to identify, locate, and access appropriate sources of information to meet the information need, the ability to effectively use information and resources regardless of format.
What is information literacy and why it is important? Information literacy equips them with the critical skills necessary to become independent lifelong learners. They know how to learn because they know how knowledge is organized, how to find information, and how to use information in such a way that others can learn from them.
And here are the information literacy examples. The example of this is planning, searching information, searching the webs, Boolean searching and keywords. And evaluation is suitability and reliability of information, source and currency of information.
Skills and sub-skill. Access and evaluate information. Access information efficiently, time and effectively, source, evaluate information critically and competently. Use and manage information. Use information accurately and creatively for the issue of problem at hand. Manage the flow of information from a wide variety of sources. Apply a fundamental understanding of the ethical, legal issues surrounding the access and use of information.
The next is media literacy. It underscores understanding both how and why media messages are constructed, creating media products by understanding and utilizing the most appropriate media creation tools, characteristics, and conventions.
Also, media literacy is the ability to identify different types of media and the messages they are sending. When you speak of media, it encompasses print media such as newspapers, magazines, and posters, and theatrical presentations, tweets, radio, broadcast, and etc. The impact of media literacy is training increases the individual's thought about the media content. After all, existence of the individuals with high media literacy leads to increase in the media quality because such individuals require more realistic messages of higher quality. Media literacy skills and sub-skill. 1. Analyze media. Understand both how and why media message is constructed and for what purposes. Examine how individuals interpret messages differently, how values and points of view are included or excluded, and how media can influence beliefs and behaviors. Apply a fundamental understanding of the ethical, legal issues surrounding the access and use of media. 2 is create media product. Understand and utilize the most appropriate media creation tools, characteristics, and convention. Understand and effectively utilize the most appropriate expressions and interpretations in diverse multicultural environments. The next is technology literacy. It pertains to the use of technology as a tool to research, organize, evaluate, and communicate information. The skills and sub-skill is apply technology effectively. Use technology as a tool to research, organize, evaluate, and communicate information. Use digital technologies, computers, PDAs, media players, GPS, and etc. Communication, networking tools, and social networking appropriately to access, manage, integrate, evaluate, and create information to successfully function in a knowledge economy. Apply a fundamental understanding of the ethical, legal issues surrounding the across and use of information technologies.
The last is life and career skills. Today's life and work environments both requires more than thinking skills and content knowledge. Cultivating the ability to navigate the complex of life requires students to develop the following life and various skills. One is flexibility and adaptability. 2. Initiative and self-direction. 3. Social, cultural skills. And 4. Productivity and accountability. And 5. Leadership and responsibility.
Flexibility and adaptability, skills in self-skill. Adapt to change, adapt to varied roles, job responsibilities, schedules, and contexts. Work effectively in a climate of ambiguity and changing priorities. 2 is flexible. Incorporate feedback effectively, deal positively with praise, setback, and criticism. Understand, negotiate, and balance diverse views and beliefs to reach workable solutions, particularly in multicultural environments. And this is all my report. In this module and the next part will be reported to the next reporter, Miss Wendelin Alipaspas. Thank you for your tireless watching and listening.